I got that in 9th grade. I think it's done. That thing's done.
Yeah, yeah.
Better make
I know. Why? I think I put them all.
A week later.
all right.
But do you know what 10 years ago tonight was? I'll give you a hint. Put a body bag out.
Oh, the
Vestal. 10 years ago
Was that
tonight.
night like that?
Oh,
It was. It was
Oh,
perfect. And this place was packed. I mean, I look back and it was
He was about 6'4" before that.
yeah, he was. He was 6'6". Yeah, he got thrown off the line.
Honoring the 2009 Section 5 Class B champions and New York State Class B 13-0 football team. I would like to introduce the members of that team by roster order. Number 1, Dylan Dunn. Number 3, Colby DeGaetano. Number 4, Keegan Pierce. Number 5, Matt Houston. Number 8, Tyler Gibson. Number 9, Kayshawn Tucker. Number 10, Tom Bush. Number 11, Dominic Scavo. Number 13, Jordan Schwartz. Number 14, JJ Reinhardt. Number 15, Zach Arkenreiter. Number 17, Jason Morey. Number 20, Zach Horman. Number 22, Austin Dwyer. Also number 22, Scott McKibben. Number 23, Joe Lisi. Number 24, Jordan Harrison. Number 25, Mitchell DeMarc. Number 27, Nick DeGaetano. Number 29, Sam Stonerock. Number 32, Quinn Butler. 39, Kyle Davis. Number 40, Zach Bacon. Number 41, Mark Henry. Number 42, Xavier McDaniels. Number 44, Pat McCormick. Number 50, Josh Mitchell. Number 51, Ryan Murray. Number 54, Cody Rechtenwald. Number 55, Colby Testati. Number 58, Eric Lyon. Number 60, Zach Nichols. Number 63, Dominic Madical. Number 65, Sam Moore. Number 66, Justin Brown. Number 70, Isaac Spike. Number 72, Brad Okonski. Number 74, Josh Shalpa. And number 78, Brandon B. Miles. The men standing here before you and those that could not be here began an undefeated season on September 9th, defeating Dansville Mustangs 57-13. Went to Wellsville, defeated the Lions 39-12. to Livonia on the 18th of September, 28-13 victory. And what proved to be the turning point in a great season, on September 25th, the game against Vestal, beating a large team here at home, 47-12. Then Leroy, 34-8. At Waco, 42-12. Arch rival Bath Haverling Rams at Bath, 43-22. Next were the playoffs. First up, each Rochester Gananda, 29-6. The Newark Reds, 47-7. Then in the Section 5 championship game, defeating a Livonia again, 32-7. Western Regional, Cheektowaga, victory, 48-12. West Hill, New York State semifinals, 49-7. And one of the best games in Section 5 Class B history, the Section 5 final against Nanuet, 16-14. 13-0, New York State Section 5 Class B champions. In closing, this is the team that started the Hornell Red Raider football program on a 51-0 record, a state record at the time. 4 sectional championships, 3 state titles, and most importantly to Mr. Maston, 3 New York State Section 5 Sportsmanship Awards. The coaching staff of those teams. Head coach, Mr. Gene Maston. Assistants, Chris Van Leeuwen, Paul Quinlan, Colin Hall, Kirk Scholes, Mike Davidson, Ishmael Meir, Steve Donlin, Mark Bish, and Eric Warner, our current head coach.
Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's Section 5 matchup between the Hornell Red Raiders and the Livonia Bulldogs. It actually started a little earlier here for us as Livonia receives the opening kickoff. I'm Bob Plaisher along with Ryan Gaffney from Maple City Park. Ryan, Hornell comes in 0-2. Livonia 1-1. Livonia lost to a very good Batavia team, so really going to be interesting to see what happens here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice to see the Red Raiders out here at home for the first time this season, and hope they can get a win.
Going to be first down and 10, starting from the Hornell 22-yard line. Welcome those watching on Facebook Live. And around the corner. That was exposed pretty much both games this year. Around the corner, Hornell is getting beat. No containment on the inside, which is extremely important in football. You got to keep them between the hash marks. Second down. Handoff to number 3 for Livonia.
Swallowed up there by Timmy Smith.
Yeah, Timmy's a force. He is a big kid. He's probably the biggest kid on the field. And very deceiving speed. We'll see that in basketball this year. He starts for the Hornell basketball team. Again, around the corner. Looks like they've cured a few things as that run around the corner stops Livonia, brings up a third down. And about still 10. And welcome those watching on Facebook Live. Just underway here. About 1.5 minutes into the ballgame. 3rd and 10 for Livonia. Containment again. Beautiful job by Hornell. Brought down by number 40 for Hornell.
And Marty Piccolo on the stop there. Big 3rd down for the Raiders.
Remember his brother Tommy, receiver for last year for Hornell, is at St. Bonaventure University this year. Not playing football because Bonaventure no longer has a football team, believe it or not. They used to years ago. Have a few members in the National Football Hall of Fame that graduated from St. Bonaventure. Punt team out. So a good stop here. Livonia beat Mid-Lakes 55-0 to start the season out. So
they definitely know how to put some points on the board.
Yeah.
If you get hurt at work, call 262-COMP today and get the results you deserve. Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
So going to bring up a 1st down and 10 for the Red Raiders. Quarterbacking for Hornell, Tyler Acton, number 2, a senior. Passing on the first play of the game and almost picked off. Intended out there for Demetrius Kabek. I'm sorry, that was number 4, intended for Bish. Welcome those watching on Facebook Live. Don't forget to give us a share, give us a like. Let other people know you're watching this game on Pike Sports Facebook Live. 0-0 just underway here. Livonia had the first possession, went 4 and out. See the spread, handoff up the middle. Surge of the Lions going to give him a couple. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 5. Got Bish split to the near side. 2 split to the far side. I can't tell who they are in this particular formation. In the backfield is Bowles. And it's going to be a holding call, I believe, on Hornell.
Acton trying to make something getting out of the pocket.
Yeah, I think it was a designed rollout, looked like to me. See what they call here. Holding against Hornell. Anytime a quarterback rolls out and there's a flag, it's usually a holding. My 31st year of covering Hornell football. 10 years ago tonight, Hornell was playing Vestal here, Class A school out of Binghamton. And acted back to punt now. So that was 10 years ago tonight. Hornell's state championship run of 2009, the first of 3 state championships in a row. Punt to the near side. Nice punt by Acton, goes out of bounds about the 25-yard line.
It's a good punt by Tyler.
Yes, it was. Today's game brought to you by the Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. Stop in at 57 Broadway in Hornell or call 324-7500. Insurance protection you can rely on. Call Jeff Ryan and the Ryan Agencies. And by Remax Hometown Choice, Reggie Gambino. Give her a call at 382-3052 or stop in at 117 Main Street. Remax Hometown Choice, a household name. Here we go, 1st down and 10. Calling the plays as the team is at the line. It's going to be a handoff. And again, nothing there as Hornell able to put the stop. Pre-game today, they had the introduction of most of the team members from that 2009 championship run took the field. One of the players wasn't here, and I actually saw him today, but I'm surprised he wasn't here. I can't remember his name. Oh, Brandon Miles, yeah. I saw him earlier today, and I didn't even think to ask him if he was coming.
Brandon Miles, good kid.
Yep. Hornell showing us a statement here early on. That was number 53 for Hornell. Jonathan Brown. Big John Brown's stuffing things up. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 9. Quarterback rolling out. And nothing doing. Tyler Acton on defense.
Blake Strickland with a big hit on the quarterback right before he threw it for the Red Raiders.
Ball intended for number 22, Ryan Hall. I think that's how you say his name, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that's what I was going to go
His sister
with.
plays on the girls' team, that soccer team that Hornell won with 12 seconds left in double overtime last night. I'm guessing it's Hough. I'm guessing it's Hall.
Yeah, that girls' game last night, real barn burner.
It was. Just going to let that go. Remember they used to yell out, "Poison, poison, stay away." I didn't hear it today, but it's going to bring up a 1st down and 10. Today's game brought to you by Triple C's Tasty Freeze is now closed for the winter. I want to thank all their customers for their biggest season ever at 50 Park Drive. Don't forget, they'll be opening up this spring with all your favorite flavors of Perry's ice cream and burgers. John N. Dagan, General Trial Practice, proudly serving the Southern Tier since 1989. Call 324-6690, John N. Dagan. And by Maple City Dodge, Airport Road in North Hornell. Great sales, great service on all Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep. Get up there and check out their used cars on the lot as well. Maple City Dodge. Here we go. 1st down and a flag.
A lot of motion.
It looked like, I'm not sure if they're discussing this, if the hard count drew them off. You know, there's something they can't agree on when they all get together like that. I think they're going to yell encroachment, maybe? No, the guy's facing the other way, so they're going to say dead ball motion on Hornell.
False start against the Red Raiders, 5 yards.
Now, how you want to start the drive?
28-yard line.
Be a 1st down and 15. Tyler Acton, quarterback. Oh, and that was sniffed out immediately. Number 33, Joel Smith, senior running back, was there immediately.
Poor Brennan Cork was going nowhere.
Yeah. Someone missed an assignment, I'd say. It's going to push him back even further. Going to be a 2nd down and about 18. Oh, a late pitch around the outside, 1st down and more. And he's still on his feet. It's going to go all the way. Wow, what a dodge. Is there a flag
looks like
down?
they're pulling it back.
Oh, did he step out of bounds? Oh, yeah, that's all right.
Still a great run by Brennan.
It was. Still going to be a 1st down.
Yep. Yeah, late pitch by Acton, but Brennan made the most of it.
And that's a smart pitch, too.
Yep.
You could tell Acton was thinking, and he knew he's not going to have any yardage, and waited for Cork. Was it Cork? Yeah, Cork to get out the outside a little bit further. Oh, that was too bad. That was a sweet move because both the defenders, one went over him and one went underneath him.
Yeah.
First down and 10. Acton looking deep, and both players going for the ball, so they're not going to call that, obviously. Good defense that time.
Looking for Malik Arnick.
Malik Arnick and Marcus Lewis playing defense for Livonia. Good job, Marcus. Bring up a second down and 10. That, I think, you know, of course, Acton's, you know, they set that play up. Acton would have benefited by underthrowing him because Lewis, defensively, already was between him and the goal. So, another gain of about 5 yards on the ground. Going to bring up a third down.
Marty Piccolo chucking his way through.
Marty's been the surprise of this team this year. He's got 2 touchdowns offensively for Hornell. Only a junior. (5'11". They don't give us weight because he's a big dude.
He's a big kid.
Third down, 5. Another handoff, met in the backfield. This is probably 4-down territory here. I don't think Hornell's gonna punt, especially he gained a few more yards to make it about 4th and 3. Demetrius Kabik checks in. Malik Arnick was coming out, but he's heading back in. I thought he was heading to the sideline. So 4th down and 3. Hard count maybe to draw him off sides. I saw it work during the Bishop Kearney game. Oh. Now you almost have to punt. You got to watch the ball. He's actually watching the player, and that's a great move. I didn't see who that was on the outside. Was that number 33? 32? Is it Stefan Gwynn that drew him off sides?
Real heads-up play there by the Bulldogs.
So we'll see what happens here. They are going to go for it, but it's going to be 4th down and 8 now. Kabik in motion, fake handoff. Oh, and he took him down.
And they're going to leave it as incomplete. No call there.
I wonder if because it wasn't intentional. Let's see. I don't know if he even hit him. He might have hit him earlier. I'm not sure. That you can see head coach Warner there. Was asking some questions, but
had a good play drawn up there for 4th down.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, turnover now.
Not sure what they're planning here.
A lot of defense in this first quarter, Peisch.
I don't think there is. Yeah, there is. I don't think there's a timeout, but Mike Palmer, Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, Coal Services, State Route 36 in Canisteo. Need a plumber? Call Palmer, Mike Palmer. Call 698-4444. And Wine Chiropractic Associates, Dr. John Wine, Dr. Joseph McKay. Call for an appointment at 324-7246 or stop in at 20 Park Drive. I want to thank you for your longtime support. Without these guys, it wouldn't be possible to bring you this live game. Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys' offices in Buffalo, Rochester, and New York City. Call 585-262-COMP. Proud supporters of the Bills, the Sabres, and your Hornell Red Raiders. Actually, proud supporters of Section 5 as a whole. And Alfred University, too. So here we go. dive right up front. About 3 yards, wouldn't you say?
3.
Yep, just squeaking them out.
I always say if you can gain 3 yards every down, you'd get a first down. Of course, we'd have to do it on 4th, but
Starting to see more teams go for it on 4th down. Professional.
well, Hornell had to in that. Anytime in that situation, you're going to see a lot of teams do it when they're between the 30 and 40-yard line. You know, it's almost why do you punt unless it's a real end of game situation. It looks like a broken play, and right there's number 1 for Hornell.
Marcus Lewis for Livonia making the most of a little bit of a broken play there.
Yeah, and Owen House was right there to snuff that out. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. As this first quarter is streaming right along here, no pun intended. Thank you for watching on Facebook Live. Again, if you have any questions or comments, let us know. Marjo Milner's tuning in. John Wine, thank you. Jenna Kramer, Brian Friedland. Here we go for a pass. Overthrown.
Minahan letting one loose for the first time so far this game.
Yeah, tell them some of the stats. They had the first game of the season, they blew out Mid-Lakes 55-0.
And then last week, a tough loss.
Yeah, first week, they had 546 yards of total offense, Livonia did. So far, Hornell has been able to stop that. Jake Smith, the big running back for Livonia, had 125 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Marcus Lewis had 101 yards and 1 touchdown. So they really put up freshman quarterback Jake Kinney at 152 yards. And they're going to let that ball bounce out of bounds, so Hornell's got a long way to go. Beautiful night in the Maple City. Today's game is brought to you by Miss Lisa's Artistry of Dance, 38 Broadway in Hornell. Give her a call at 382-8002. First Heritage Federal Credit Union opened up its newest branch on the corners of Mays and Seneca Street, right across from Hornell High School tennis courts. First Heritage Federal Credit Union. And airtightofnewyork.com, spray foam insulation, commercial and residential, new and old constructions, attics, additions. Call 368-2842 as we have a timeout. Poulos and Roselle, attorneys at law. Call 324-7333. Tim Roselle, Bill Poulos. Poulos and Roselle. Office is located in the Crossroads Professional Building. Tim Roselle, Bill Poulos. Elderwood at Hornell, 1 Bethesda Drive. Across from the Wegmans Walmart Plaza. And adjacent to Lowe's. Stop in at Elderwood and take a tour as we look inside the huddle. There's Ismail Mir, longtime coach. Coming off the side. They got Brett White is also assisting tonight, I see. He's the bald one down there. One of Hornell's Division I players. Played for Maryland University. Linebacker. Used to be fun to be able to watch those guys on ESPN, Brett White play, and that's when Maryland had a decent team. They didn't really do much. They played just a little bit above 500. They were rebuilding those years. Actually went down and watched them play against Temple. Nothing going there. Going to bring up a 2nd down, maybe squeezed out a yard.
Timmy Smith need a little help again up there. Don't want to see him go down. Uh-oh.
Somebody is down?
Looks like Timmy's back down on the ground.
It's hard when all those people start piling up, you know, and somebody's on the...
Hornell now has a full-time trainer on staff for all sporting events, which is nice to have around.
They're asking him, seeing what's wrong, yep. You're going to be helping him up. Oh, you don't want him hurt. is unfortunate. He's their biggest player.
Need him on both sides of the ball.
Yes, you do. Rob Donovan, former Hornell standout, tuning in. Ted Ellie, how you doing? Zach Kelly also played Hornell football back in the 80s. Tim Canny. Hunter Davis, of course, with us as well. Some former standouts. So 2nd down and 9. Acton. Another design to roll out. And nice. Who came over for Livonia? I couldn't see.
Alexander Minahan over there in the coverage.
Wow. That was a great play intended for Hornell. That was number 16, Dorian Bowles. Let's bring up a 3rd down and 9. Nowhere to go here. Gonna be a loss of a couple yards. They're checking Smitty's knee for any kind of damage. Anytime as they're checking for any kind of structural damage. Nice punt. Right up the middle, though. Oh, and there's an illegal block in the back. Yep, there's a flag. So this ball is coming back. Threw him down, but that ball is coming back to about the 35-yard line.
The Colin Bish on the tackle. Kevin Travis with the run there, though. I'm impressed with how he was able to elude the first couple tackles.
Yeah, he got through the first couple, but then help with a push in the back doesn't bring it on back, they say. I saw that immediately, and the flag came just after that. Not only did it happen right around the 30-yard line, but then they'll tack on 15 yards. So we're at a scoreless first quarter here from Maple City Park, Hornell and Livonia. So 1st down and 10. Right up the middle where Timmy Smith usually plays. And it's going to be a touchdown. Number 3.
And Marcus Lewis on the touchdown for the Bulldogs.
So very smart play call by the head coach of Livonia, knowing that Timmy Smith, the anchor of that center, out. An easy touchdown for Livonia.
And that's the first time they've really been able to break through that Hornell defensive line.
Yep. So sometimes that's all it takes. You get one of your big beasts hurt, and they get taken advantage of, and that's what now another player for Hornell's down. That's quarterback Tyler Acton. He's grabbing his midsection there, or his wrist. Uh-oh.
I hate to see that. He does a lot for the Raiders, both punting, kicking, and...
Yeah, and he was behind. I think he was going for the tackle. You know, and he was behind the play. Of course, that's me, John Frangillo. Just responsible for the great camera work. So the injuries piling up here. Unfortunate. Geez, if you lose Timmy Smith and you're going to lose your starting quarterback. Oh, he seems to be all right though. And that's his throwing arm. That's the thing you have when you don't have as many kids that can play, you know, so your quarterback doesn't have to play both ways. But he's staying in. But he's got to come off. I didn't say once you're injured, you got to come off for at least a play. But it'd be interesting. I couldn't see the instant replay, but how he got hurt, because he was going for the tackle, and I think he might have tried to swipe the legs of the running back there that scored. That was number 3 again for Livonia, Marcus Lewis. And they're going for the extra point. Is good.
And John Norman tacks it on.
So it makes it 7-0. And what otherwise was a very good game so far, a defensive struggle. Now Hornell's without their best defensive player. And their best offensive player is out too. And he's a great defensive player too, so that's a shame. Rustic Lux is now closed, but they'll be opening up on the 25th in their new location on Seneca Street in Hornell, across from First Heritage Federal Credit Union and across adjacent from the Hornell tennis court. So look out for Rustic Lux. Giglio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call 382-0836 for Giglio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. 24-hour-a-day service. Ed's Computers, Sales and Service, 180 Main Street in Hornell. Call 324-6424. Log on to hotprice.com for sales and service. Ed's Computers. And then the Ryan, I had a new ad on there for Steve Harrison Photo. Go to steveharrisonphoto.com. And it didn't show up. I might not have loaded it properly.
Bulldogs kick it out of bounds on the kickoff, so Hornell's going to start out with some pretty good field position here.
See who's quarterbacking, though. Acton was hurt the first game of the year at Bishop Kearney. But Acton is out there, so we'll have to see.
I know Jackson White was taking snaps with the scout team pregame.
Yeah, Jackson White is the backup, but it looks like, let's zoom in, he's still grabbing his arm. I don't like that. We saw that with Ben Roethlisberger with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Nobody hit him, but he tore some tendons just throwing the ball. And obviously Tyler was doing a tackle.
Good to see Timmy Smith back out on the field.
Yeah, I think they checked for any structural damage, nothing there. Probably wrapped him up. I know Kirk Scholes, who was an assistant on the high school football team here, also head coach of the basketball team, probably cringed when he saw Timmy going down.
Absolutely.
It's probably going to be a couple hands-offs here is my guess. Nope, throw on the outside and a flag. And going out of bounds is number 18, Malik Arnique.
Malik gets past the first tackle and does a good job.
Hope there wasn't another hold.
Yardage.
That was such a quick pass.
Right out on the bubble screen.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. So they hurt him once. They really want to put him out of the game now. But that wasn't his fault, their fault, obviously. But that'll tack on some yardage. Most of these kids know each other from obviously social media as well as play on AAU game teams together. Of course, they play each other between soccer, basketball, baseball, and stuff multiple times a year. Wow, Hornell moves right up. Let's see if they can take advantage here. First down and 10. And shooting up the middle again for Livonia, Joel Smith, number 33 for Livonia. That's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. If you're watching on Spectrum Cable Channel 1301 or on YouTube replay, we'll be back after this commercial break. Facebook Live, stay with us.
Stop down today and see why people drive for miles to come do business with us here in Maple City Dodge.
We were looking all over for a Jeep, couldn't find what we wanted.
We stopped at Maple City Dodge, found exactly what we were looking for at the price that we wanted.
Come on in to Maple City Dodge, where we'll find you the right car at the right price. And I'll guarantee that.
So here we go, start of the second quarter, Hornell. Second down. And a nice run that time by...
It was Brennan Cork on the run there.
Yeah,
able
Cork,
to
yep.
get back a little of the yardage he lost on the last play.
Bringing third down and about 7. Yeah, they didn't start the clock. It's actually 11:33, should be. So I'm going to have to stop my clock. I'm surprised you don't stop and tell them to, yeah, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter when it's just. So third down and 7. Kabik in motion. Pitch to Cork. Cork tries to get around the end and stays in bounds. It is going to bring up a fourth down and about 4.
Again, we're in that similar territory where usually you go for it here in high school ball.
I think you'd go for it in college and NFL too, and maybe even the Canadian Football League.
Oh, you know they're going for it in Canada.
Yeah, this, like you said, is that gray area about the 30-yard line. You know, because what are you going to gain with a punt? 20 yards? And you have an extra, this is an extra offensive play. You gotta. It just depends on how Acton's arm is. And he's going to throw it. Wide open! Malik Arnique for the touchdown.
Great play by the Raiders. Arnick finds the seam down the middle and Acton able to find him in the end zone.
Wow, what a great play. That was picture perfect. No ill effects from that arm injury from Acton.
No, it doesn't look it.
That was right on the mark. Hornell, as Acton does it all. He's going to be, usually the quarterback does do the kicking as well. It takes me back to a lot of the kickers that Hornell's had is usually the quarterback. And booted through for a tie ball game.
Got the Raider crowd back and energetic. More life in the stadium here.
I think that really shocked Livonia, that the fact that they were even passing it. You know, I mean, it was 4th and 4, but...
And he wasn't going for the first down. He was going for all of it.
It was that post pattern that Arnique was just a perfect throw and a perfect catch. Arnique made a little bit of separation that he needed, and Hornell ties up the ball game. So we're 7-7 here from Hornell. I thought for sure when you had your big man Timmy Smith going down, you had your starting quarterback and Acton getting hurt of like Hornell, and the points that Livonia has racked up this season. They did lose to Batavia, who's supposed to be the beast of Section 5, 19-7. But then also rolling over Midlakes 55-0. I mean, this game's far from over, but I like what I see so far from Hornell. I like what I see from Livonia too. I mean, both teams seem to be equally set up, and you don't know until you play that. That's how things work, obviously.
A real defensive game from the start, and then you see now things opening up, and both teams getting a touchdown on the board.
Yep. What a kick. I didn't see who did that. Oh, there's a unnecessary block. Was that, I think it was Acton who's doing a little handshake and dance there with Malik Arnique that did the kicking. But that was a beautiful kick. I haven't seen a kick into the end zone by one of our kickoffs since Nate Smith used to kick. Remember him?
Oh, yeah.
He had
Nate.
a heck of a leg.
Spent years playing soccer and switched over to football towards the high school years.
And he was there, you know, he was a receiver, a very good receiver, and punt. Did he punt? I can't remember. There's that little dipsy-do inside, and another break and free is going to be a first down.
Colin Bish on the tackle. Pleich, I do want to just point out, we got Brandon Corkin worked out down here by the trainer. That's also not good news for the Raiders.
Yeah, they're checking his structural damage, too. Anytime they're doing that, I'll take a zoom in here. These leg injuries, leg problems here. Oops, I'm sorry, I took off. I forgot there was a game going on.
Oh!
Timmy Smith had a hold of him. It was like a tug of war.
It was. And number 33, Joel Smith, able to gain a few extra yards on that play.
It's going to bring a second down and 8, maybe? A long 8. Another, that pitch on the inside is going to be enough for a Hornell first down, or a Livonia first down, excuse me.
And again, it's going to be Marcus Lewis on the carry.
Lewis, he's the workhorse like we talked about. He had 110 yards and a touchdown, and a touchdown in that first game against Mid Lakes. Anytime you have 3 running backs gain over 100 yards, you know you've done well on offense. And that's what they did against that Mid Lakes. Kind of takes me back to 10 years ago and that Hornell. People asked me, you know, how did Hornell win 3 straight championships games? And and how were they so successful back then? And my first thing I always tell them is they had 4 wide receivers that are all 6'4".
Yeah.
When you have 4 wide receivers are 6'4", and your quarterback's 6'3", and your running backs are 6 foot, and the line was huge. It was all size, and on top of that, you have Gene Maston, the legendary Gene Maston, coaching. You know, it just all came together right.
It was a perfect mix, and you alluded
And they were only juniors at the time. And so they had another year, and then, of course, they won the next state championship. And then they just had a great stalwart of running backs as well, from Dwyer to McKibben. Well, now it's going to be close. They're going to have to measure it. It was 3rd down.
Timmy Smith on the tackle. Helmet comes off there.
And you can see where the guys lined up. Let's see where they... It looks awful close for a measurement.
And
they're giving him the first down.
Give it to him.
Huh.
Questionable spot, but who's complaining?
It's, I'd rather give him a first down. They're going to gain it on the 4th down anyways. You know, Livonia's too good of a team. If it was a half an inch, well, I mean, I know it's a game of inches. I shouldn't say just give it to him, but I think it was on the line or past it. So anyways, first down and 10. Up the middle again. You know what they're doing here, Ryan, is they're setting them up for that outside run here.
Yep.
Keep pounding it and down the middle. Then they're going to do play action, maybe to the fullback, and then pitch it out to the running back or have him run outside.
Yeah, they really packed the inside of the line of scrimmage there and pounded down the middle. Let's see, one wide there. Pretty tight.
Yep, here's the outside, what I just say. And nice run.
Yeah, Lewis able to get around the outside there, taken down by a gaggle of Raiders.
A gaggle? That gaggle's a ton, or what is a gag? What's the actual? I like that. What's a Google? I forget. There's term. Google means a lot of something too. I forget. Gaggle and Google.
Gaggle, Google.
Gaggle of geese is a lot of geese. I think is. I don't know.
'Tis the season.
So it does bring up a first down and 10. Handoff around the outside, and good blocking up front.
Colin Bish on the tackle. Ryan Ho able to get down the field into Red Raider 5.
So Livonia starting to move it on Hornell's defense. Pack him in the middle here. Split left or split to the near side. It's kind of up the middle and stop just short. Second down and goal. Don't forget, we'll be live from Livonia tomorrow at 6:30 at night. The Hornell boys soccer team takes on the Livonia Bulldogs from Livonia. Another stop, makes it third down. Down and goal. Oh, and he bobbles it and able to slip in for the touchdown. Who was that? I didn't see. Was that number 3?
Yep, that's going to be number 3. Marcus Lewis on the touchdown for the Bulldogs. Slow getting up, couldn't tell who it was.
So brings up a extra point opportunity here. 13-7 Livonia now. And right down the middle is good. So we're going to take a quick break if you're watching on Spectrum Cable Channel 1301 or on YouTube Peisch TV. On the replay, we'll be back.
First Heritage Federal Credit Union brings you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn up to 39 times more interest on your money that just might make you want to dance. ATM refunds, no monthly fees, outstanding local service, and way more interest than those mega banks. What are you waiting for? Switch to free Kasasa checking at First Heritage Federal Credit Union.
Livonia just took the lead with 5:08 remaining here in the first half. Whoops. At least he didn't go too far outside. You got to go east-west. Well, they say north-south, but here it's actually east-west because this stadium is actually lined up the goalposts. One goalpost is east, one goalpost is directly west, so you can say that. But terminology in football, you got to go run north-south. He wanted to keep going. Should have went north a little bit sooner, but looked for an opening. First down and 10 for Hornell. Yeah, at least Osmond said his arm didn't look hurt on that quarterback throw, and he's right. It was good. You don't want to see anybody injured, obviously, on either side.
rolling out, throwing again.
Another good job. Marlik Arnik seems to be the go-to man here so far. I have to ask, he didn't play basketball last year for Hornell. He says he is going to play this year, which is good. They need his height and his ability. He was a good basketball player. He had to take a year off. Be a second down and about 2. Handoff. Too many guys to this side. Hornell loses 3 yards on that. Defensively, that's not a good play. You can't string things out against an athletic team like Livonia. They're going to catch you. An example right there. So instead, that's going to bring a 3rd down and 4. Hornell does get the ball coming out of halftime. So it'd be nice to score here and then have another opportunity coming right out from half. In motion, Kabek. Not bad. Getting almost close to the 1st down. It's going to be 4th down now. Do you go for it here or do you punt? Punt. I hear the word. I hear the yell punt team. 4th and 1. I'd go for it. You're already 0-2.
You got nothing to lose.
You're 0-2. I would go for it here.
Maybe we'll see a little bit of trickery. Don't forget we got the quarterback taking the punt, so.
Yeah, that's
we
just
got Malik Arnick lined up on the far right.
And you can see it's only a 4th and a foot. Why not put big Timmy Smith back there? You know?
Yeah.
Timeout Hornell, and I think that's what they're going to do is think about it. Maybe they heard me yelling. Today's game brought to you by our friends at Remax Hometown Choice, Reggie Gambino. She's a real estate salesperson at 382-3052, a household name. Log on to www.hometn.com or Remax. Triple C's Tasty Freeze is closed for the season, but want to thank all their customers for making this the greatest season they've had in their 10 years of being open. Triple C's Tasty Freeze. John and Dagan, General Child Practice. Call 324-6690 or stop in at 29 Church Street. His office is located where the old Universalist Church used to be. They tore that down many years ago. Maple City Dodge, Airport Road in North Hornell. Great sales, great service on all Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep. Stop in. See Gary Harwood and his crew at Maple City Dodge. No one undersell Maple City Dodge. Mike Palmer, Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, Coal Service, State Route 36 in Canada. Steel call 698-4444. Mike Palmer.
It looks like the Raiders aren't even in punt formation. They're just going to go right for it.
Yeah, that's what I had hoped. If he can't gain, I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah,
he did. Okay,
straight over the top.
I saw someone come through by there. It didn't look like him. That's a great reversal of decisions there by head coach Eric Warner.
Yep, absolutely. Now I got 2.5 minutes to go. A little over the half length of the field. See what this offense can do.
Yep. Thing is, the clock keeps ticking, so they don't want to give Livonia any more time with the ball, so they've got to use this wisely, though, too. Roll out. Oh, he had him open, but he underthrew him.
At least that'll stop the clock.
Yeah, I can say that's the good side of that play. It does stop the clock, but yeah, because yeah. Second down and 10. There's actually
through the hands of Bowles.
Oh my goodness.
Hate to see it.
He was wide open. Great throw that time. Oh, and right through the hands of Bowles. We just watched the replay. We have the opportunity to see a replay, and Bowles wants that back. He got behind the defense just enough, was open.
Raiders not afraid to throw the ball.
Brings up a third down. Now you got to throw it on third down. Offensive line is key here to keep the defense. Not good. Not a very good play design. Not good blocking, I should say. Brings up a fourth down. Going to be a timeout. Is it timeout Livonia? I don't think Hornell would be wanting to call a timeout here. I want that clock to tick. So unfortunately, Hornell had a touchdown that was dropped in that series. So a timeout by Livonia. Leaves them with only one timeout left. Oops, I don't know why my clock started. Not a good punt either.
Yeah, it's not.
So nothing went right here except that fourth down run that gave them the first down. Other than that, it was a disaster.
Tough having starting running back Brennan Corko.
So there's actually 1:36 left in the first. I apologize. Around the corner. Another wide open receiver. And run out of bounds by...
Yeah, Micah Ross on the catch there.
Blown coverage by Hornell. Can't let the receiver get behind you.
And that's exactly the play the Bulldogs were looking for. Get right down into Hornell territory.
Yep.
About a minute and a half left.
Clock stops. He ran out of bounds. Plenty of time left. Forget it. See what happens here. Another bootleg. Oh, and missed tackles, not wrapping up.
Luckily, Owen House is there to finish it off, but yeah, he was getting through that.
His first contact, he gained another 5 yards after that, and you can't let that happen. It's going to bring up a second down and 1. Throws that away.
A lot of pressure there from Nathan Day on the outside. Really forced Minahan into that throw, or else he was getting clobbered.
Be a third down and 1. Right up the middle. Tosses him ahead for another first down.
Again, they seem to find Hogue when they're right down here in the red zone. See if they look for him again.
I don't know who's running the clock for Hornell, but they're not doing a very good job. And there is a touchdown for for Livonia, sorry. So Hornell, without their chances, had a dropped pass that was a sure touchdown the last possession that Hornell ended up having to punt, and now Livonia goes right down.
Yeah, that was John Kearney there on the touchdown. He's a freshman.
So you're going to be hearing his name for next couple years.
Yeah, last game over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, so the extra point is good. So no, I keep resetting my clock because whoever's running the clock, the game clock, is not doing the best of job here. So we have 47 seconds left, which I guess is a good thing for Hornell. Maybe they can create something, but it's got to be demoralizing when you are playing just as good as Livonia, but having dropped passes that are sure touchdowns. And I mean, hats off to Livonia. Livonia's a very good team. It's just a shame when you can't. But it's the way things go sometimes.
Yeah, it's a tough break for the Raiders going into half, thinking they were going to have this a one-score game, and Livonia able to come down about a minute only and 60 yards down the field, put it in. So we'll see if the Raiders can do something here with 45 seconds left. Kickoff, but might be going into halftime down 2 scores.
Yeah. And a lot of time left. Hopefully not. Well, they only got 1 timeout left. So, like now the clock's not supposed to start until the guy receives the ball. But see, they start the clock. Whoever's doing it.
Livonia goes for the short squib kick. Give Hornell a little bit field position. I'm surprised they didn't boot it as far as they could.
(21-7). Maggie and Kim enjoying the game. How you guys doing? Gary Packer, how are you? Okay, Gabriel Packer, not Gary Packer. I know Gary Packer too. Sorry, Gabby. Just missed the outside here. You have to trust your receivers. Just a bad throw. 2nd down and 10. You know Livonia is not going to give them any kind of yardage. Sean and Holly Hogan tuning in from Connecticut. I'd called him to see if he wanted to help announce tonight, but he had said he had something better to do.
Stuck with me.
Yeah, so I'm stuck with Ryan Gaffney. A long pass. You got a nice catch. Don't celebrate, Arnique. Just get back. Does bring a 1st down. That's why I said you got to trust your receivers, because Arnique's got that long build.
He's done a pretty good job coming down with ones that are thrown up to him as such.
Yep.
30 seconds here for the Raiders. 25 to go. Going for all of it.
Oh, and he had him too. Just a little overthrown.
That was Jackson White on the far side there.
Yep, Jackson White, Sean and Holly Hogan's grandson. Apparently he's not their favorite grandchild, as they're off to Connecticut to see his other grandchildren.
At least they're tuning in on Facebook.
That's right. As we have a timeout. I used to, joking around, I remember when my parents were getting older, I'd ask them, now who's your favorite child? I have 2 sisters and dad, but my mom would always say, none of you, you're equal. You know? I go, yeah, but you used to slap them. I never got hit, so I've got to be your favorite. Well, you're the baby. Of course you wouldn't get hit.
That's the telltale sign.
Because I was perfect. So you were the firstborn, right?
Yep, firstborn.
And Lily's the youngest?
Lily's the youngest, and I'm definitely the favorite.
Yep. You're the only boy.
Yep. As Grandpa Gaffney would say, favorite Hornell grandson.
26 seconds left here. 2nd down and 10. I think he could have, there was someone chasing him, but that's a good play.
Yeah, instead of throwing some ill-advised pass into coverage, just gets rid of it.
This is the longest minute and a half so far this year. They did. I don't know if the clock starts right or stops right or whatever, but I keep having to add seconds to my clock because I don't know. I got to go see who's running it over there.
Yeah, the poor marching Red Raiders are sitting underneath the scoreboard over there just waiting for their turn.
Yep. Excited to see the new marching Red Raiders at halftime. They're going to be playing Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne and Panic at the Disco High Hopes.
Ooh, hit as he throws.
Oh!
And that should have been an interception by the Bulldogs. Acting lucky to get away with that one. Took a big hit on that, though. Props to him for getting back up.
I think it was headed for, and he probably just couldn't get enough under it because he had Bish looked like he was open in the end zone. Not entirely open, but he had a beat on the defender.
Yeah.
Ball came up a bit short as it's 4th down.
I'm surprised they haven't gone for more first down here. They've gone for the end zone on all of them, though.
Yeah, with 15 seconds left, and Hornell has 2 timeouts left, or 1 timeout. So he could have gone for a first down. Yeah, they're going for the gusto every time. And he drops it, but it doesn't matter. You want to drop it. Yeah, but why not go for the first down? You know what I mean? They would catch him by surprise by just throwing a 10-yarder or 15-yarder. And then you got time to get up there. Yeah, that wasn't the best play calling, I think, by Hornell. Just going deep every time. You know they're covering deep. They're behind you. You throw a 10-yard, 15, maybe 20-yard pass, you gain a couple yards, call a timeout.
It's exactly what the Bears did last weekend to the Broncos.
Yeah, so that's, I put that one on the coaches. So good recognition there, Ryan, because I didn't even think about it, but you're right, it's that short passing would have been ideal.
Pick up some yards and then get out of bounds with 2 seconds left on the clock.
Maybe they'll throw something deep here, you know. Demetrius Kabik on the near side defensively. Can't let him get behind you. And I think Tyler Acton, who's kind of the free safety back here, has got to watch, make sure nobody comes out of the backfield as well. Oh, no. And they're going to stop him. That's all that yardage being racked up. So that's halftime.
Oh, we got a little bit of a tussle going on the far side before they go into the locker room. Referees have to break things up.
I'm not sure what happened. I didn't see.
After that first half, I can imagine blood is boiling on both sides.
So we're at halftime waiting for the Raider marching band. So enjoy the Red Raider marching band. We'll be back with you for second half shortly.
insurance needs.
You've got a great driving record. Every insurance company wants you. Recognize how valuable you are. Go to the Ryan Agency for the right insurance, price, coverage, and service.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
Okay, welcome back for second half. In a game that should be almost tied, I believe.
A couple unfortunate breaks for the Raiders, but not out of the game yet.
Nope.
I love the squib.
Artie with the third. Brings it out to the 29-yard line.
That's what would have been nice if Hornell had scored. And now they have the ball coming out here in the second half.
Number 38.
Audrey Yemen says, "Go Bulldogs." Colin Vance with us. And there's a breakaway. Oh, he's got a juke there. Nice move by Malik Arnique for the touchdown.
I'm guessing that's how they drew it up in halftime.
One play, that's all it took, and that's what was a shame that they didn't weren't able to score before half. So
that's a great way to start the second half, though, for the Raiders. Acton to Arnick. Heard that a few times so far tonight.
Amazing, one play. Now with the way the Class B quality, don't forget there is no more Livingston County, so Hornell is not playing in the Livingston County League. They're playing strictly Class B school, so they will not be playing Bath this year, not playing Wellsville or Dansville, strictly Class B. All of New York State is doing that. There's 11 teams in Class B.
It's too bad losing a few of those local rivals, like you were saying.
Yeah, the thing was about, I always say, well, they were rivalries in the sense they were close to us, but Hornell usually destroyed these teams.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying anything bad about these, but it's a fact. Hornell was beating these teams by 30 points. Bath did have a few years. Bath went to states, had a very successful run there. But that's the only thing I said. Here you're getting, and you always heard the complaints. Well, who does Hornell, when they went to the states championships and stuff like, oh, Hornell doesn't play anyone. They're killing these teams 40, 50 to nothing. Well, I said that's why you have states, and you're playing the best out of Section 6, Section 3, and they proved that they belong there, and they ended up winning the state championships. Now you actually have them playing strictly Class B. Schools are all the same size. So you can't complain about they're not playing anyone anymore. Of course, they are 0-2, but that's the way it goes. But Coach Brett White doing some instruction. Timmy Smith. It's nice to have someone that played Division I football here helping instruct. Kickoff. Got to contain, and nice. Didn't see who made the stop down there. Number 54 for Hornell.
That's Trevor Fisher. Big stop for him, taking down Kevin Travis for the Bulldogs.
Now defensively, it's big here for Hornell to make this stop. Thank those watching on Facebook Live from Hornell, Dansville, and around the country and around the world. Hornell and Livonia. And there's a stop. Owen House coming out clapping.
House and Piccolo for Hornell. Brings up 2nd and 10, Livonia.
Brings up a 2nd down and 10. Around the corner, he's going to throw it and wide open. Wow, where is the coverage there? I'm confused. Bowles was the closest one, but he let him go too far without any kind of coverage. Who was that, Ryan?
That was Ryan Ho out there looking to get the reception. But yeah, again, the Red Raiders secondary, a little bit of trouble there, but you know, they're packing the box, expecting the run plays. And some of these designed run options, throwing them off a bit.
Bring up a 3rd down and 10. Just keep them within the... Going to make it 4th down.
Colin Bish with the stop there. Let's see how they mark this one. Oh, they're getting the 1st.
No, 4th and 4. Yeah, it's tough from where we're standing here, unless you're used to it. So they are going to be punting. 4th and 4 is too risky. Poison, nobody back for Hornell, and a bad punt as it goes sideways for Hornell. Or yeah, it gives a nice bounce for Hornell. As Hornell will take over. Out of town scoreboard. Newark leads Eastridge 7-6. Timeout for Hornell. I'm not sure who called that timeout, to be honest with you. Or somebody hurt. Don't see anybody.
Yeah, I didn't see who they signaled it towards.
First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Check out their newest branch in Hornell, on corners of Mays and Seneca Street. More than just checking and savings. Airtightofnewyork.com, spray foam insulation. New and old construction, commercial, residential, attics, additions, basements, crawl spaces. Call 368-2842. Airtight of New York, Poulos and Roselle. Tim Roselle, Bill Poulos. Poulos and Roselle, call 324-7333. Poulos and Roselle, attorneys at law. So Hornell takes over 1st and 10.
Arctic in single coverage here on the near side.
Yeah, I would be. And that's, is that who up front? Is that
like Bish? Nope.
Number 40? Is that Piccolo?
Yep.
Okay, I couldn't tell. Piccolo gains about 3. No blocking there. I don't know if it was what happened there, if it was a blown play or... Oh, and there's going to be a flag.
A little bit of extracurricular on both sides there.
Well, we'll see what side's it on. No, the flag... Let's see. Personal foul. Offense. Personal foul. Defense. Waste. Well, the only thing that's not a waste is because if they get another personal foul, they're ejected from the game. So they keep note of who that was on.
Like, did they acknowledge both parties were guilty?
Yep. Now it's 3rd and 9. Oh my goodness, Demetrius Kabik. Got to catch those.
He's going to want that one back.
He knows it too. But I mean, especially when it's 4th down, that's just not good. When you can't catch the ball on 4th down and you're wide open, you're not going to win many games. I mean, Hornell is 0-2, and I'm not saying because of that reason. I haven't seen a lot of drops. Hornell's turned the ball over from pick sixes and, just no containment, stuff like that. But if you can't catch the ball, too, that just doubles down on your mistakes and stuff. And Hornell, that would have been a 1st down. Hornell had a drop pass for a touchdown. So they're not out of this yet, but it is 4th down, and they're going to be giving the ball back to a potent Livonia team. Ball matriculates out. Inside the 10.
Coffin corner, punt for Acton.
Elderwood at Hornell, One Bethesda Drive, long-term care facility, short-term rehab. Beautiful facilities at Elderwood across from the Wegmans Walmart Plaza and adjacent to Lowe's. Stop in at Elderwood and take a tour today. Rustic Lux will be opening up in their new location on Seneca Street across from First Heritage Federal Credit next to the Hornell High School, October 25th. So check out Rustic Lux and their new location. And Gilio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
Big stop by Timmy Smith right at the line of scrimmage.
So that helps. Second down and 8. Nice stop and a fumble. And Livonia's back on it.
Yeah, Dorian Bowles there, able to force the fumble. Big hit on number 3, Marcus Lewis. Yeah, like Peisch said, Bulldogs able to recover.
That ball sat on the ground. It looked like forever too, didn't it?
It does. It's an eternity.
Around the corner. This is going to be trouble. He's outrun. Can Bowles catch him? Nope. Wow. Big play by Livonia. Just like that. Containment. That's the name of the game. That's how Hornell's got burnt all season long. Another one. Great offensive possession that time for Livonia. Great keeping Hornell's defenders on the inside, running on the outside, and a touchdown.
A lot of heads down on the Hornell side. You got to keep them up.
You got to keep them up. A lot of time left.
Oh, Raiders able to get a block on the extra point.
Good deal. Wellsville and Dansville with 2:45 left. Dansville is up 20-8 over the Wellsville Lions. Two teams we will not be seeing this year. They're in Class C.
If you get hurt at work, call 262-COMP today and get the results you deserve.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Today's game brought to you by Ed's Computer Sales and Service, 180 Main Street in Hornell. Call 607-324-6420. Computer issues, or you want a new computer, laptop, bring it into, or stop in or call Ed's Computers. Orion Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. Call 324-7500 or stop in at 57 Broadway, the Ryan Agencies. Also want to thank Steve Harrison Photo. Log on to steveharrisonphoto.com. Book your photo shoot today. Supposed to have an ad made up for him, but I apologize, Steve. It didn't register into the machine. So
I can bear witness. He did create it, make it, and
yeah, it
try
looks
to
good, didn't
implement
it?
it. It did. It did. Now, what was the phone number? 585-682-6000?
I will look it up. It's right here. I'll give you that phone number. But Steve Harrison does a lot of stuff. You see his pictures in the Tribune. Does a great job photographing.
The mailman.
Yep. Photographing the mailman. He also photographs for the Buffalo Bills, so he went down twice to the Giant Stadium the past couple weeks and takes photographs of those shots, the beautiful shots of the Buffalo Bills. You see it. Steve Harrison does that. He also does senior portraits, so if you need your son or daughter needs a senior portrait, give Steve Harrison a call. And I'm going to give you his number right now when I find it. Yep, it's, no, what'd you say it was?
585-682.
No, 585-690-6000.
Right there.
So Hornell's got to score on this drive. Steve Harrison taking photographs here. I don't see him down on the field. There's other games going on tonight, so he might be. Is he over there? Yeah, nothing doing on the outside there that time. As the clock keeps ticking here. Now finds themselves down by 13.
Acton keeps it on that play, but not much working up the middle.
Bring up a 3rd and 11.
Not a lot of energy from the Hornell side past couple minutes. I can see them bump that up.
Jackson White and Malik Arnique check in. Jackson White will be the starting quarterback next year for Hornell.
Integral part of their basketball team this coming winter as well.
Yep. Oh, nice try. Good defense that time. And there's a flag down. Holding Hornell.
Bulldogs have done a good job keeping Colin Bish in containment today.
I'm surprised they're holding at all with that. When it's a rollout, you don't need to hold. You got to chuck him once. You just chuck him once, throw him off a little bit. You don't hold. That should be something that the coaches should go over too. You don't need to hold on a rollout, especially a designed rollout. They decline the penalty, so it's still 4th down and 11. Calls for a fair catch. Minahan on the fair catch. So Bulldogs start in good position, just a yard into Hornell territory. New York Mets on top of the Cincinnati Reds 3-0. They've got to win out, so Maple. Here we go with Remax hometown choice. Reggie Gambino, call 382-3052. 117 Main Street in Hornell, call 697-3629. Remax, of course, Triple C Stacy Free is closed for the winter, but want to thank everyone for making their. Yeah, he jumped off twice.
Yeah.
That was funny because everyone from Hornell goes, he already jumped, and then he jumped again.
Yeah, poor Jake Flutter for the Bulldogs. Fluttering over the line.
Especially when you're the only person that does it. And that happened last week for Hornell. It was like Hornell had stopped Geneva on a 4th down. It was 4th down and 6 back in like 30 or 45-yard line of their own. And guy's right over the ball from Hornell, and he still jumps. Doesn't give him a 1st down, but they decided to go for it on 4th and drive right down and score. So that changed the game, too.
Those are killers.
Yeah, mistakes like that are just going to not help.
24. Skip on the carry, dropping about 4-16. 73, Ronnie Ready.
Leroy Oakton Knights in the big battle of teams that have played for over 100 years, I guess. Leroy and Calmon. Leroy's up 13-6. How about Attica? Penn Yan must be just reeling. Attica's up 41-0 in the 4th quarter over Penn Yan. Wow. Penn Yan used to be one of the power teams of the Finger Lakes, and just not. Of course, they do have a lacrosse team. You know, of course, lacrosse plays in the spring, so that wouldn't be an issue. I'm not sure why the reason that they're having an issue at Penn Yan, but that is a big. Of course, Attica always puts out a good team, too.
Oh, Minahan keeps it, able to get it near the 30.
Flag on the play. See what do you see? I didn't see any call. It's against Livonia. It's a hold. Offsides.
That's a big penalty for the Bulldogs. Red Raiders luck out there. Hopefully they can get the stop here.
And I do have to do a shout out to Naples boys soccer team. Varsity team beat Mid Lakes 5-0. My nephew plays on Naples. I don't see his. He's defense. I don't see his name in the scoring column here, but he does play defense for starting for Naples.
Oh, Timmy Smith with a stop, and they had him there lined up as a linebacker. Keeping him right central, middle linebacker, able to snuff that out before he gets anywhere.
He's probably in that spy position where he watches, the running back, and he goes right to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to bring up a 4th down, and looks like they're going to be electing to punt 4th down in about 10.
Hornell with nobody back.
We better stop it.
Ball is down by 24.
Yeah, that run by Alex Minahan was 83 yards for Livonia.
The first and 10 Red Raiders from the 21-yard line.
So that's a big stop by the Raider defense there, though.
Yeah.
See if they keep the momentum going on the offensive side of the ball.
He wasn't down. Ooh. Yeah, I was going to say he wasn't even down. I don't think. Let's look at that again over here.
Yeah.
If his knee wasn't down, it looked like he landed on his leg, but maybe they have a different.
He was not down.
He was not. His hand was down, though, I think. I think they count when his hand's down. I think in high school football. It's a little different.
And he knew the ref was quick on there to stop it.
They do that because they don't want people to get hurt, which I don't blame them. It's high school football. You don't want to get anyone. Throwing deep.
Looking for Jackson White on the deep ball. Jackson in double coverage though, and Livonia able to sniff it out.
I think in that sense you tell them to come back. Come back for the ball. Don't just throw deep.
Because now they're sitting at third down, deep in their own territory, looking for at least 4 yards.
Yeah.
It's been their Achilles heel so far this game.
Nice fake. There it is again. Arnique. Oh, hold on to the ball.
There it is. Acting to Arnique. Heard it a few times.
Yep.
I love the new light system the Raiders have here at Maple City Park.
Yep. So Hornell draws back within a score here. Amazing, Arnique.
Real deep ball threat for the Raiders. Acton not afraid to launch it.
No, he's not.
See if he can put it through the uprights and put them in.
Nope. Oh, it was good. I'm sorry. I thought for sure it was on the other side. So Hornell. Yeah, Hornell, like I said, even they were down by 2 scores, you felt, you know, just you knew they weren't going to drop them every time they threw. So that time it came up big.
Yeah, Malik's done a great job coming down with a lot of these throws and making a little something extra after the catch.
Yep. Kim Chase watching from Belhaven, North Carolina. There is another Belhaven. There's a Belhaven down south of Hornell.
Belhaven, New York, home of the Degatanos. Shout out Colby down in Phoenix and Nick in New York City.
Yep, Colby was one of the ones honored tonight, but he wasn't here.
Nick was also on the team, not a major player, but he did participate.
Yep. Today's game brought to you by John N. Dagan, General Trial Practice, proudly serving the Southern Tier since 1989. Call 324-6690, John N. Dagan. And by Maple City Dodge, Airport Road in North Hornell. Great sales, great service on all Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep. Stop in and see Gary Harwood. No one will undersell Gary and his crew, Maple City Dodge.
Acton taking a play out of the Livonia book and going with the squib kick.
Yeah. You wonder if it was intentional, though. Sometimes they just miss it.
I don't think he'll tell us.
Kendra Ranger says Raider Nation. Here we go, first down and 10. 27-21 on the John N. Dagan scoreboard.
Again, Timmy Smith on the stop.
Number 53 for Hornell is coming off injured.
Yeah, John Brown. That's another big hit for the Raiders. Big lineman. Hopefully
He'll be all right.
Bulldogs don't attack that hole.
Trying to round the outside. cuts inside and gets a first down. And a first down for Livonia. Robert Patterson watching from California. How's the weather out there? I have aunts and cousins that live in Goleta near Santa Barbara, and my aunt lives in Lake Elsinore, which is south of LA. I was there last year. Plan on going back out. I like the way he's finding those holes.
Knows right where his blocking is going to be and what gap he can find. Yeah, Marcus Lewis has no problem.
Hopefully he's a senior.
Yep, you look out there.
We won't have to worry about him next year.
He's one of the 2 or 3 backs that they use, and Hogue, Lewis, and Travis. Travis, the only one of the bunch that's an underclassman. He's a sophomore.
First down. It's twice they've been the benefit of centimeters, which is second down, you know. Fourth down, I think they're going to measure. You know, first, second down, they're not going to worry about it. Around the outside again, and another long run, and Bowles, no. Touchdown.
Minahan able to expose that outside of the Hornell defense again.
It's just their patience in finding the hole, you know, that's it.
You're spot on with that, Bob. Oh, I think we're going to see a little bit of trickery on the 2-point conversion here.
Lined up for 2.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah, that was not. You got to try to escape that guy blocking you. That was not a very good defensive answer for Hornell, but good job by Livonia to go back up by 2 touchdowns.
I think the Raiders used to run that one.
I've never seen Hornell run a play like that. I don't think they might have tried it one game and then quickly found out it didn't work when they did it, but so anyways, it's 35-21 now. .36 seconds left in the third. It's been a good game, just big runs by both teams. If you're looking for high flying and big runs, this is the way it is.
Yeah, Livonia really packs it in on offense and gets the defense to do the same, and then finds the outside there, and they've been able to expose the Raiders on some of these deep plays and outside runs.
And Hornell's, like I said, hit the victim of some dropped balls that would have been, one would have been a touchdown and another one would have been a first down to keep a drive alive. So this game very well could be tied. Just some bad breaks have gone Hornell's way. Never look for excuses. You got to make the play. I mean, Livonia is definitely not making the mistakes that Hornell has made, and they deserve to be ahead. And if things keep going their way, that's what's going to happen. Is they're going to win this game, but. Don't try to do, you try to do too much dancing and you end up losing more yards. Yards are at a premium here against Livonia, and you're better off just diving ahead for 3 or 4 and calling it good, you know?
Absolutely. Especially after you recover those squib kicks. They're right on top of you immediately.
Beautiful night for football, Kim Wood says, and it is. Taryn White is with us. Taryn White Manuel.
It is a beautiful
I didn't know if you knew, but your mother and father there are in Massachusetts or wherever they are. I'm sure you knew. Well, no, not sure. I hear Coach yelling about something.
I think he's telling Acton to throw the ball.
Yeah, I think he held on it too long.
Yeah. We won't repeat what he's saying now, but he's definitely trying to get him to throw the ball a little bit faster.
Well, it's a play. I didn't know who that was intended for. Who was it? Whoever was out there made the break, and Acton held onto the ball. You got to throw it immediately, knowing your receiver's going to make that break. And Acton knows it. I don't know why he didn't throw it. Maybe he saw something in the defense, but. There's another.
Going for it.
A little too far. Ernique was open. Or Bowles. Was that Bowles? Yes.
Yep.
It's hard to tell. The 1 and the 6 and the 1 and the 8 are so close and so far away. Couldn't tell if it was Bowles or Ernique.
Yeah.
I should know, but I can't tell because I'm zooming in on the camera. Ernique was down this way. Brings up a 3rd down. 20 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. 35-21. Oh, and should be a flag, and it is. Yep. I tell you what, that's Livonia's weakness. Hornell should be passing on every down.
Yep.
I mean, I know you got to keep them honest by runs, but Hornell's got too good of receiving core to not try to use them.
Yeah, they do. Hornell has quite a few options going down the field, and Acton's not afraid to throw the ball. We've seen that.
No, and he's pretty accurate. I mean, he's very accurate. I say pretty. He's very accurate. Oh, that should be a spot foul. I don't know if there are spot fouls actually in high school, but you know what I mean? It should go right up to where the foul occurred, because he would have caught it for a 1st down right there, and that prevented him from doing that. But I'm not sure, like I said, if they do have that in high school.
First down for the Red Raiders. And the 49-yard line.
Hey, any way you can get the yardage.
Too wide on the outside.
There, and they keep a run going.
And that's Brennan Cork. He's been out for most of the 2nd and 3rd quarter, so glad to see him back in the game. This will be big for the Raiders.
And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. If you're watching on Spectrum Cable Channel 1301 on replay or on a replay at YouTube, we'll be back after this commercial break.
Come on in, we have great deals on great wheels.
Coming to Maple City Dodge was huge for me. I got a great deal. I was treated better than family here. I needed a new car in 3 days and they came through.
It's worth the drive to Maple City Dodge because we have the best sales and service, and we'll prove it.
Hornell on the move, 2nd and 4.
43-yard line.
A reverse. Hold on to that ball, Bishy. Here we go. Good job.
A little bit of trickery from the Raiders. Colin Bish able to snag a 1st down.
Yep.
Keep the chains moving.
It's a 1st down, Hornell. Ball on the 33-yard line of Livonia.
Jason Whitney says he loves to see Malik Arnique being a success here in the football and looks forward to him playing basketball this year for Hornell.
Coach Whitney.
There's a nice run. Hornell on the move.
Bulls on the carry.
Another first down.
First down, Hornell. Mission 10 to the 20.
Hornell on the hurry up.
Right
Around
back.
the corner. In for the touchdown.
Bowles puts it in, makes a little something.
Good job. Dorian?
Yeah, it was back-to-back plays there. First one getting the first down, and then that one they did the same dive play down the middle, and he's able to make a little something out of that gap.
Goes through.
And we got a flag out there. It looks like Acton might have gotten roughed up on that. Tack that on the kick.
So maybe they're going to go for two. Nah, you can't take the points off the board. That's the problem. You know, in this situation, it's not worth it. You've already drawn yourself within a touchdown, and now they're just get a better kickoff, you know.
The last thing they need is a demoralizing missed two-point conversion.
Yeah. I mean, they'd still be within one score, but then they'd be within one score and a two-point conversion instead of just a touchdown and an extra point. But it's kind of a disturbing trend where there's been some late hits, you know, by Livonia on their kicker, and then on Acton as a quarterback they've been flagged for. You know, you don't want to see anyone get injured, and there's no reason they should be roughing a kicker on an extra point.
Oh, no, absolutely
That's
not.
just, you know.
I remember 2 years ago, Bath got 2 of those calls against Luke Smith when he was going for a kick.
Yeah.
Twice he was going for extra points, and they went after
And when
him.
it happens multiple times, you wonder if the coach is allowing it. You're either allowing it or, you know, encouraging it. And I'm not saying Livonia's doing that, but when you rough the passer and then rough him again kicking, you're trying to maybe get him hurt to get out of the game. Like I said, I'm not saying anyone's doing it, but when it happens multiple times in a game, it's disturbing.
Especially at the high school level.
Yep.
So yeah, well, Acton gets an extra 10 yards on that penalty.
Hornell kick off from the Livonia 45-yard line.
Pete Alonso cracked his 50th home run of the year for the Mets, tying the record by Aaron Judge for the most by a rookie in Major League Baseball history. Congratulations to him.
The end zone for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 Livonia at their own 20-yard line.
So 35-28 here in the fourth. Someone late, and he's limping coming onto the field for Livonia. Hope he's all right. Just needed that extra lineman. I guess it helps when you're on offense. Handoff.
Ball carrier Marcus Lewis for Livonia. Tackled by Nichols for Hornell.
Second down and 5.
Second down. Gaining about 6, second down and 4.
Quick flip from Minahan back to Lewis, and looks like he's going to be just short of the first.
And Sean Kearns reporting that a Livonia parent came up to the press box up here and berated the Hornell announcer for not announcing any Livonia plays. What she wanted, I don't understand that, but I don't know what the situation was, but that's kind of funny.
Parents these days complain about everything.
And they're trying to live through their kids, you know. It's the kids don't even hear the announcer, first of all, you know.
Yeah.
We've all played high school sports and stuff. You don't hear people yelling your name and stuff like that. Someone's hurt for Hornell. Number 50-something got hit in the stomach, looks like, maybe. Yeah, and it's Degatano announcing. It's his first time ever doing it.
Yeah, and Mike's doing a great job in there.
Yeah.
Again, I know we see Nick's on here watching himself.
Yep.
Kobe's tuned in as well. Glad to see Ethan Nichols for the Raiders get up on his own.
Like I mentioned both times this year, it seems like there's a Nichols been playing for the last 20 years now.
There has. They're all big, burly guys. Keep the line held down for the Raiders.
Yep, 35-21 on the John N. Dagan scoreboard. Bob Fleischer, Ryan Gaffney broadcasting from the Maple City Dodge broadcast booth here. As an injured player, and Nichols comes off.
Looks like he's moving around all right on the sideline, just needed a little breather.
Picture number 3, Lewis. Shot by Bowles for Hornell. Gain of about 4, bringing up 2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs.
I didn't notice he wasn't announcing. I mean, he wasn't silent. I mean, I hear him saying who carries the ball and stuff for the Bulldogs. That's how I can tell. I don't know what she was talking about, that lady. It's a shame. Ooh, you got to make sure you have a nice tackle, nice run. Enough for a first down.
Smith, tackled by Bowles for Hornell, but not until the first down. Brings up 1st and 10 Livonia from the 45-yard line.
Tackle by House. Owen House for the tackle.
Number 1, Owen House.
Minahan's pass downfield is going to be incomplete. Micah Ross, the intended target, but
Demetrius Kabek right there for Hornell.
And again, you see Livonia has all their players but one wide receiver inside the hash marks.
Yeah, that's. Well, they try to fake that run to keep everyone at home, the linebackers and stuff, but your receivers are always going to be going out. You know, they're not going to fall into that fake like they used to years ago.
Their old electric football.
Yeah, I mean, it's. It's another twist and turn.
Ooh, Marty Piccolo.
Yeah, Marty Piccolo with the tackle. Pick up a 4th down and 9.
It's a big 3rd down for the Raiders right there. See if they can. Yeah, it looks like the Bulldogs are going to punt this.
They got it with 4th. You know, yeah. They're ahead by a score. I'm not sure why Bishy ran over there and blocked him, or he didn't really kind of block him, just kind of stood in front of him. I'm not sure what that was all about.
Livonia got a few friendly bounces on that punt right there.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Today's game brought to you by Airtight of New York, spray foam insulation, commercial, residential, new and old construction. Call Kevin Wilkins at 368-2842, airtightofnewyork.com. And by Poulos and Roselle, attorneys at law, call 324-7333. Tim Roselle, Bill Poulos and Roselle. Bulls on the carry. Gain of about 3.
Makes it 2nd and 6.
Leroy ended up beating Calmum 20-6 in that game. Of the two longest, one of the longest football rivalries in New York State. So Leroy coming up on top. Bring up a 3rd down and about 3.
3rd down and 7. 3rd and 3.
Crowd starting to make some noise. Oh, his arm got hit. Oh! That is unfortunate.
That is.
Yep.
Minahan with the interception there.
And that's been one of the Achilles heels for Hornell, interceptions too. And that he should have known better than trying to throw that. Once a guy's so close to him, he knows he should have an internal clock that kind of tells him that it takes me this long to throw it. When the guy's that close to me, don't throw it, you know?
Yep. Especially on those little comeback routes.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been 4th down, but at least now it's 1st down, and Hornell's got to come up with some big stops here.
Really got to keep him out of the end zone.
Containment. Too much yardage gained.
Bulls does a nice job to stop it from what could have turned into a 1st down.
Gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Don't forget, we'll be live from Livonia tomorrow night as the Livonia Bulldogs host the Hornell Red Raiders in boys soccer. Be fun. It's always a fun trip up to Livonia. 35 miles away.
Week of the Bulldogs versus the Raiders.
What's that? Yeah, I know. 3 games in a row. I said that. Girls played Livonia last night, and it was a great ending. You know, 12 seconds left in the double overtime. 12 seconds from the end of the game.
Yeah.
Hornell finally scores.
Yeah, Leah Harkenrider puts it in the back of the net. One of the best finishes I've ever seen in a game.
Yep. I've never seen a game end with 12 seconds. It's different 12 seconds from the game regulation, but 12 seconds when it could have been a tie. That's the whole thing.
Double overtime.
Yep.
Raiders get a big stop there.
Yeah, they're going to measure, I think. Measure, measure. It's going to be fun after this. Hornell, the main place, and the Hornell Red Raiders are hosting a gathering for the 2009 state championship team at the main place in Hornell, so we're all heading over there after this game. This is my 31st year of televising Hornell sports and Hornell football.
Price, you don't get enough credit for all you do for the community.
I love what I do. It's not a job if you love what you do. Something different all the time.
Well, your hard work doesn't go unnoticed, and it's definitely appreciated throughout the community.
Yeah, I'm in the Sports Hall of Fame. Where are you?
I'm not getting anywhere near that.
I said, the people go, you're in the Sports Hall of Fame? I go, yeah. My 1 year of JV football was just so outstanding that I had to go in. Of course, then I shattered my knee and had 4 knee surgeries in high school. Ended any kind of thing, so I started televised, not streaming, obviously, but filming Hornell games even in high school, and then did it in college and started my business doing it. So it's a lot of fun and enjoy it. Stop him from keeping out from first down. It's going to be second down.
Okay, number 13, Hardy. Stop after the short game.
It's always fun. I mean, I enjoy going to Livonia. I enjoy going to these other schools. People are always very friendly. The athletic directors, open their doors basically and help us where we set up, and never had any problems. And there's a touchdown by Livonia.
Minahan does it again, coming around the outside.
So it makes it 42. Just unfortunate that interception, it's what are you going to do?
It is. They made a couple good stops on defense. They're able to get the ball back, but turnover becomes costly. First one of the game.
Dave Freeland watching from Vestal, New York. Oops, I'm sorry, I didn't zoom back. No good.
Livonia Bulldogs 41, Hornell Raiders 28.
You're right, Mary Wolf. Actually, she's another one that deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, and she's always helped me out in Hornell and always doing stuff. She's I'm not sure. I forget what the title is. She's facility manager. I think they have facility manager for different sports and stuff, but I wouldn't even call her that. She's like the go-to person. I'll call her ahead to have her open the door for me. She's always right there. Oops, I got to stop the clock. There's actually 4 minutes left in this game still. 4:15. I'm too busy talking and trying to run the scoreboard at the same time. So it is 42-28. Elderwood and Hornell won Bethesda Drive across from the Hornell Wegmans Walmart Plaza. Stop into Elderwood and check out the beautiful facilities they have for rehab and long-term care facility at Elderwood.
My dad just reminded me the Lady Raiders volleyball team took on Livonia tonight. Livonia ended up getting the win, but Lady Raiders still looking for their first one on the season.
Yeah, I've had the honor of televising a few of them. Ooh, uh-oh.
Yeah, flags from all sides.
What do they call that, a horse collar? I didn't think if you grabbed the uniform it was a horse collar. I thought it was you have to grab the pads or the helmet.
I thought so too, but
it might be different in high school for protection of the players, but
they definitely look dangerous.
Yeah. It looked, definitely. You don't want anyone hurt, obviously, and that wasn't intentional by any means. It's just you had a hold of them, and what are you going to do, Yep. It does bring up a first down and 10.
Takes over on their own 46-yard line, first and 10.
Shotgun. Yeah, he's just heaving it up, throwing it away.
Pass, going out of bounds, incomplete. Play was well covered. Number 33, Joel Smith. Number 24, Dave Smith back on coverage. Brings up second and 10 for the Red Raiders.
Second down and 10. A little high for him, though.
I don't know if you hear the Hornell crowd behind us, but Brecken Donlin's down there trying to get him going on the sidelines, number 51. Like seeing this kind of energy in a game that might be getting away from the Raiders.
I think Bowles has got a cramp.
They're putting in work tonight, both sides of the ball.
Need some water.
Cool seeing all the young water boys out there now. The tradition continues. I know.
Were you a water boy?
I never was.
You played soccer, that's
I
why.
played soccer all the way through, but
Yep.
a lot of my good friends grew up watching some of the 2005-2006 state-run teams from the sidelines, and then were able to go win a title themselves when it was their turn. It's cool to see that tradition continue, and hope that these young men are inspiring the youth of Hornell.
Update, I had the score wrong. It's 41-28. And if you're just joining us, this game is actually a lot closer than it. Hornell had a dropped pass for a touchdown, and then that obviously Livonia definitely deserves to win this game, but just some bad breaks for Hornell. Just like that, over the middle interception.
And really, Kabik on that got hit a little bit as he's running his route, threw it off, and unfortunately Minahan there to just scoop up the loose ball. Tough play there for Acton, but sort of sums up the game.
Yeah, it does. Good job by Minahan being in the right place at the right time.
Fun fact I learned while making my rounds at halftime, Minahan took 2 years off playing football until this year.
Yeah, he plays basketball. He's a treat to watch on the basketball court, and I don't remember hearing his name playing football. That's why I was kind of, I think, did he play soccer? Can't remember, but it's fun to see him playing football because he's an athlete, I tell you that.
He is. He's done a great job for them tonight and so far this season.
Yeah, and he's only in 11th grade. That's why I think I've said it on the basketball. I said I wish he would, maybe he could leave early. Kids do leave early for college, whatever, 11th grade. Maybe Alex would be one of those. I just don't want to play him anymore.
Yeah. Sure, Coach Scholes is thinking the same thing.
Yeah, he's such a talent. And they're using all the clock they can here to. Player down. You hate anyone injured here, especially with only, a few minutes left on the clock, 2:54 left on the clock, and you don't want to see who's that number 54 for Livonia, I'm sorry.
That's Jake Futter.
Yeah, you don't want to have him. I've yelled his name out before on other sports too. Or maybe it was football last year, but I know that name. You don't want to see anyone hurt.
He's been involved all game today, both sides.
I've had a couple of friends, I remember, in fact, Connors and Ferris. Greg Connors, who sponsors us, played for Hornell High School, and he got injured, I think. It was the last series of plays in the last game of the season. I think he broke his leg or something like that. The last game, the last 2 minutes of the game, and he breaks his leg.
Terrible.
And he was a very good basketball player, and he couldn't play basketball that year. And I think Steve Pryor, also in JV, who ended up being a great receiver for Hornell High School in varsity, did the same thing, tore up his knee the last few minutes of the last game of the JV year or something. It was just strange, and you don't want to see, obviously it's in the last game, but we're under 2 minutes here. You don't want to see anyone injured.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially when they're just trying to use the clock to run it out.
Yeah, they're chewing clock out there.
And I didn't see any kind of malicious hit or anything like that. It just, he got caught up in the pile, and
you can start to sense the frustration on the Hornell side. They played a tough game so far. Nice to see after Starting out 0-2, keeping the fight up. Under the home lights for the first time this season. Now, is homecoming next week? I believe homecoming is next week.
And then Hall of Fame the following week.
Because
this is the first of 4 games. Hornell has 3 away games. They've already played 2. And they're home for 3 games. They're helping him up. Hope he's all right. He's getting help with his knee and leg, but...
Oh, yeah, he's hobbling. Don't like to see that.
So with 2:53 left here in the ball game, Livonia just trying to run the clock. It's been an exciting game, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it has been. Both teams grinding out, a couple big plays on both sides.
Yep.
Not a lot of penalties.
Minahan around the corner. I think he tried to slide before he ran out of bounds. He hit bound, but it didn't work. I mean, they stopped the clock on first down anyways, but... And then they start it once the ball is placed. You'll see the official wind his hand right now. Eventually. he's still not... Oh, no, he won't because he went out of bounds. That's right. Oh, I forgot. What am I zooming into him for?
Go Big Red! Raiders, yell it! Go Big Red! Go Big Red! Go Big Red! Raiders!
And it's funny, if you look at the players, everyone's like making an initial block, and then everyone just stands up. You know what I mean? They're not like really going full force by any means. Look at this, kind of like,
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We can watch the replay here.
Yeah, the privilege of replay is nice up here.
And when I say we're watching it, we're just watching it on Facebook Live like you are, and there's an 11-second delay from what we're saying right now to when it actually appears on Facebook. So you know when you're watching it on Facebook, that happened 11 seconds ago. Weaving, going back and forth. Somebody hurt again? Or are they calling? They better not be calling timeout.
The Raiders.
Hornell calling timeout. Well, stranger things have happened, but so it'll be a 3rd and 9 or 8. Call it. And thanks to those who are watching in Livonia and from Hornell and around the country. Rustic Lux will be opening up their newest location across from First Heritage on Seneca Street in Hornell. Stop in. And Gilio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, 382-0836. Gilio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. And Ed's Computer Sales and Service, 180 Main Street, over 20 years on Main Street. 324-6420 or log on to hotprice.com. He's actually redoing his website, so if you log on to Hot Price and it doesn't work, it's because it's under construction again. Uh-oh. And nice run. Minahan again.
Minahan running up the score again.
Yep.
That's his 3rd one. Good play.
Everyone was spread out so much that it was...
See Kathy Clancy joining us from West Virginia. Let's go Mountaineers.
That's right, you're a graduate of West Virginia. Broadcast journalism right here, and you're helping out.
Yep.
Streaming live around the world. What did you take?
Business administration.
Business mid, yep. Do you have your MBA?
I don't.
You going to go for it?
Let's see.
You should. J.J. Reinhardt used to work for me. Graduated with his MBA and got a job right away.
I saw him here ahead of time. I didn't get to chat with him. Hopefully see him afterwards.
Yeah, he's going to probably go to the main place.
Well, he usually doesn't miss a chance.
No. So it's been the Minahan Day. Now, I know he's a relation to the Minahan family that own the amusement center. Used to love going there as a kid. I remember our parents used to take us up. They always, let's stop at Minahan's. Let's stop at Minahan's.
Bribing you. Yeah, he's got at least 3 touchdowns on the Raiders. Maybe more.
So again, tomorrow we're going to be live from Livonia as Hornell boys soccer team travels to Bulldog country to face the Bulldogs. It's always a fun trip. Well, I shouldn't say it's always a fun trip. Like I said, I enjoy going there, but I think it was last year or 2 years ago. It was like 20 degrees. The wind was 40 miles an hour, and there's no undercover. There's no booth like we have here. It was horrible, and everyone knows they're on top of the hill. They do have one of the most beautiful views because you can see, you're on top of the hill there in Livonia, and you can see across Canisius Lake and the sun setting. It's absolutely gorgeous from Livonia High School.
Yeah, they've got a nice soccer complex over there.
Saunders Field. Oh, yeah, the soccer. Yeah, that's all very nice. The football. They call that the field house, I guess, that Saunders helped donate. It's really nice. It's got an elevator in it. It's heated. We need an elevator here. Actually, I don't need an. I keep my exercises up. So Hornell will take over 1st and 10. Like we talked about, don't let the score fool you, because Hornell has had plenty of chances and just missed opportunities with drop balls and a couple interceptions. Been the Minahan show, but not just him. The whole team has played very well for Livonia today. They're going to move to 2-1.
Oof. Raiders lose the ball on that. I might have came up with it.
They got it back. Yep.
Yeah, that score is a little deceiving. Hornell put in about 36 minutes of good football, but
yeah,
really a couple lapses here and there, and it's a whole different ball game. But name of the game.
Yep. Be a 2nd down and 7. Oh no. If you notice, that was number 9 for Hornell.
That's going to be Caleb Bacon. Unfortunately, back-to-back fumbles for the Raiders. This one they're unable to recover.
It is the 2nd string in there. You have Jackson White as quarterback, and it looked weird. He kind of like, he didn't hand it off. He kind of pitched it to him, and it bounced off his chest. And this, without seeing it again, it looked like it was kind of you have to make handoffs here. These are, kids that aren't seeing the field as much. You got to put it right in the breadbasket. You can't kind of pitch it or throw it. I don't know. That's just me.
And this late in the game, I'm sure nerves are getting into play as well.
Yeah, and I know Livonia obviously is probably just going to down it here. No sense in, and they do. So I want to thank our advertisers. I want to thank Steve Harrison Photo, who like I said, I made up the ad. For some reason, it didn't take inside the computer. Give him a call or log on to his website, Steve Harrison Photo. he'll be on tomorrow night's broadcast for sure when we bring it from Livonia, the boys soccer game starting at 6:30 tomorrow night. So join us then. We'll be on live a few minutes before game time. So as the clock ticks down, Ryan, that's going to do it for us.
Thanks, Peisch. It's been a great evening. Thank you at home and on your phones on Facebook Live.
Yeah. So as the clock ticks down to make it an official final, Hornell loses 47-28. Dansville or Livonia wins 47-28. So on both sides. So Alex Minahan, name of the game, the whole team. But he was amazing today to watch him run, play defense, both sides. Yep. So that's going to do it for us. Thanks for joining us. Until tomorrow night from Livonia, 6:30 start. Hornell boys and Livonia boys soccer. Mix it up. We'll see you tomorrow night.